Hi, I'm Sonia and I teach yoga, and today we're going to be doing a nervous system little flow reset. I've been doing this reset for 7 days in a row. It only takes about 10 minutes, and it's really been life changing for me and my nervous system because I've learned I've been living in fight or flight for way too long. That really just makes everything else in your body work overtime. Your cortisol stress levels rise, which causes bloating and belly fat and things like that. And we just want to calm the body down so that we're always in a nice healing position, a nice healing state. And that is what this flow is going to do for us. The nervous system is really going to thank you. So, I'm going to explain a little bit about the nervous system. So, we have two modes, either fight and flight or rest and digest. So, when we're in fight or flight, we can notice that our body wants to rush, and it can be involuntary. Like sometimes I'll be taking a shower and I'm like rushing to wash my hair, and I'm like, wait, why am I rushing? This isn't a rush, you know? And that is simply something that can trigger you to being in that state, elevated levels of cortisol. Another thing is eating your food really fast because your body doesn't really know the difference between, you just have to get to somewhere and you're running from a tiger that might kill you and eat you. So I just want to explain that the body is primitive and the body protects you, and all it's doing is turning on its protective signals, and that is why the nervous system is so important to be regulated, because our bodies now in this day and age need to calm down and need to heal way more than they need to be in fight or flight mode. So I did this reset for 7 days and it really changed my life personally, and I wanted to help yours. So we're going to go into it and I will explain as I go through the poses, just how it helped me and how it might help you and how exactly to do them. So let's get started. We're going to come into a child's pose. So our knees are coming towards the sides of our mat. Our hands are reaching to the top, and we gently press the shoulders down towards the ground, and we sink the hips to the heels. And the toes are going to be touching. And in your child's pose, you're just going to begin to notice your breath. We're breathing into the belly, we're filling it up. And as you exhale, you softly let the belly come in towards the spine. And using our breath in any type of pose is so powerful. Slowly, you're going to reach your hands to the right side of your mat, letting your left palm step on top of that right, opening up the side body. This is really good for our spinal function. All of the fluid in the spine kind of moves. And slowly you move to the other side, reaching the left hand and reaching the right hand on top. And slowly we let the breath come in, we sink deeper into the pose, and we move back to center. Just resetting in that child's pose. And slowly you're going to pull your hands towards you, right in front of the knees, and we're gazing over to the right shoulder and gazing over to the left shoulder. Giving some circles through the neck, kind of pulling the chin down, reaching it up. Noticing how that feels for you right now. Slowly coming back through to a tabletop position. We're going to find our cat and cows. As you inhale, the belly reaches down. As you exhale, the chin comes to the chest and the belly reaches to the sky. With your own breath, we inhale, reach, bend through the elbows, and exhale, pull the knees towards the hands, and slowly move through these cat and cow poses, noticing how the breath feels, and use your breath as you move. I like to bring some hip circles in, so we send the hips towards the heels and we circle them around, creating some nice motion for the back and our hip bones. Using this circle as we drive the hips forward, and we rotate to the other direction, just circling it out, evening out our hips. Coming through to one more cow, bending the elbows, and exhale, we find cat, pulling the belly up. Finding that neutral spine, we're going to slowly step our left foot back, toes find the ground, and we reach the right arm high to the sky, opening the heart. Slowly, you take the left hand under the shoulder, like you're pulling a rope, and you inhale and rise all the way, opening the heart to the side wall of your room. Inhale, reach, exhale, and open. Then slowly we take that right arm and we bring it under, our left knee comes back, and we find our thread the needle pose. We softly let that shoulder relax. The left hand stays above the head. Then you sink into your breath. We notice the heart rate calming down, and we notice the hips, the alignment you have from the knees into the hips as you soften that gentle spinal twist. Slowly, we're going to inhale, come back up and reach to the sky, place the palm back, and we step the right foot back this time. When you inhale, rise the left, and we slowly peel under the shoulder and inhale, open, and we find a little more length. Exhale and close. We bring that in one more time, open the heart. Exhale, close. Your last inhale, open. As you exhale, bring the right knee in. We find our thread the needle, and that right hand reaches towards your top of your mat. In this pose, it's really beneficial to notice the breath. It's really a beautiful pose to find your breath in the ribs. Because when we're twisting, we have the spine in a position that is opening up the digestive system. And we want to breathe into the sides of our ribs because we don't want to mess up that little twist we have in our digestive organs. Slowly, we're going to reach the left arm back to the sky. Find that neutral tabletop pose. And then slowly, we're going to sink back to a knees together child's pose. The hips find the heels. We rest the elbows. We rest the forehead. Noticing how our third eye center is being gently massaged, our pituitary gland. Slowly, we're going to find a Sphinx pose. So we drop the hips down. We stack the elbows under the shoulders, and the gaze is out to the front of your room. Sphinx pose is a very calming pose for our low back, although it might not feel. But we are slowly just shifting the weight if it feels good in our pose. And we let that breath come through the sides of our ribs, expanding. And slowly we're going to bring the head down, and we open the elbows to the sides, bringing a nice sway of the legs, bending through the knees, releasing the low back and decompressing the spine even more, letting those hips flay out to the sides. Giving a nice warm motion for the hips. Maintaining that beautiful inhale and exhale as you notice how your body's feeling. And slowly we find our center, and we bring the left knee to frog pose, half frog. The knee stays in line with the hip. We flex through the toes and lift the toes to the sky, nice and slow, just a few times, feeling that sciatic nerve. Relaxing, noticing your breath, and bringing the nervous system just back into calm. Focus on slowing the heart rate down, taking longer exhales than inhales. Slowly, we're just going to reach that right shoulder under the left, and we open up to a beautiful supine twist. Making sure the palm is in line with the shoulder. And slowly, what you're going to do is our left hand is going to come all the way to the right. We place the palms together, we close it up, and then we inhale, open nice and slow. And as you exhale, you're going to reach all the way back. Slowly, we come back to our stomach, And we bring our right foot into our half frog. We flex it and point the toes to the sky, rolling that sciatic nerve out a few times, pulling the toe, keeping the knee down. Letting the breath come into the hip joint, that ball and socket. We let the hips soften, and slowly we come up onto our hands. We reach the left shoulder under the right, and we open up with that right arm, supine twist. The beautiful digestive system working. And you take your time as you exhale to bring your palms together. And the inhale opens the arm, reaching to the other side. The head kind of follows. And you exhale, close the arms. Slowly inhale, open, notice the belly. And exhale, close. Letting the breath come in really slow as we move onto our backs. Placing the hips under and pulling the knees into the chest. Finding a nice low back release, rocking side to side, massaging the sacrum. And slowly you let the right knee come closer and we pull that right foot to the sky. Relaxing the left knee and putting that foot on the ground, we're finding half happy baby pose. As we breathe, we're trying to pull the knee closer, trying to reach it under the shoulder and maybe straighten out the leg just a little bit. We let the knee come back in. We switch it out to the other foot. We grab the outside of the foot and we pull it close as we can to under the shoulder, keeping that right foot on the ground. And we slowly release. And I'm going to begin to pull myself into a reclined butterfly pose. And I'm going to be using this beautiful pillow, but if you don't have a pillow or you don't want to use a pillow, you can gently just lie down on your back and open up the knees into Baddha Konasana, a butterfly, and we relax the upper body. We relax in this pose and we notice the breath. And the easiest way to calm down the nervous system if you don't have a lot of time is to breathe and have the exhale be longer than the inhale. Staying here for just a couple moments longer. And you can always stay here for as long as you need if you want to feel a nice relax for your day, for the end of the day or the start. Slowly, what I'm going to be showing you now is a beautiful way to come into a legs up the wall pose. Here, I'm just using the corner of my couch and I'm putting a pillow under my head because I love to do that. And you can use a wall or your bed or your headboard. And I like to let the hips be close as they can to the edge of the wall. And you're just going to relax. Since my feet are not pressing against the wall, I kind of had to actively pull my feet straight, but my calves were still resting, so it wasn't that hard. And legs up the wall is so beneficial for our nervous system because it's pulling all of that blood that is constantly being pressed to our toes and reaching it down towards the heart. Anytime we have our limbs over the heart, we're getting a rush of blood as well as great circulation into the breath. And then slowly I just like to end my legs up the wall by pulling my knees into butterfly. And you can stay here, but I am so glad you showed up for yourself today and your nervous system. A calm nervous system is not so far away. And remember, be where your feet are, and namaste.